Welcome back everyone to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill and today we will be discussing a skateboarding sneaker that was a collaboration done with New Balance and the footwear brand Rone. And these are known as the 1010 Rone New Balance Tiago Lemos. And these are in the gray and white colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome in. Today we'll be discussing a collaboration done with New Balance and the footwear brand Rone on a skateboarding silhouette. So we'll go through the overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I style this very vintage-esque color scheme. Then we'll conclude with how well these are doing currently on the resale market. So let's jump right into it. As far as this release, these were quite limited. I wasn't sure if I was going to cop a pair. These honestly reminded me so much of the Alme Leon Door 550 color scheme that dropped in the past, which was kind of a very similar color palette. So I was very intrigued and interested in copping a pair of these. And I literally was so shocked when these arrived because of how luxurious this is. It almost doesn't seem like it's worthy of being a skateboarding sneaker just because the quality of these is insane. It almost feels like it's a designer product. As far as what comes with it, you get these really high-end duster bags. So we've got the Rone branding on one side and we've got New Balance on the other duster bag with the numerical sign. And as far as the whole inspiration behind this is actually the signature shoe of the Brazilian skateboarder Tiago Lemos. So if you're a fan of Tiago, this is definitely probably a pair you had to snag for yourself for your skateboarding activities, or maybe just for a lifestyle sneaker, just because I feel like this is such a great sneaker that I feel like you can wear as a lifestyle sneaker as well. As far as the quality goes, when you feel this, my goodness, they really took it to a high quality level when they chose the tumbled leather on the front of this toe box. You can just feel how comfortable and how flexible this toe box region is. We've got Rone in this nice kind of platinum plated lace lock here, which again just really gives it this upscale kind of higher end, almost like it's a designer type of sneaker. Then we've got the tumbled white leather here on the tongue, and it is a thicker tongue, which makes sense since this is a skateboarding sneaker. We've got a little bit of stitching here in this subtle metallic blue tone. Right now I have them laced with simple white basic laces, but they do actually give you some waxed white laces as well, and that's actually wrapped with the Rone branding and New Balance branding. So they really, detail wise did a great job, I feel like, with the core dual branding for both Rone and New Balance, having that on the laces as well as the duster bag. And of course, I'm sure we've got that dual branding on the box as well, exactly the same in this lovely light blue palette box. As far as the tongue goes, we also have a stash pouch here. So let me just open this up here. All right, so we do get a stash pouch here. You can see this thing goes all the way almost to the front of where the lace lock is. So you can really fit, I feel like I could fit a tiny little wallet in the stash pouch. It goes so deep. And there's also a really just nice light blue inner lining, that same kind of blue that you see on the stitching on the tongue, as well as this blue box. And then as we work our way to the top of the eyelet here, you're getting more of these platinum silver color schemes for the eyelets. Just subtle details that really, again, just make this sneaker feel and look so luxurious. So let's take a look at those details, then move along to the side paneling. right, so wrapping around to the side panels, we're getting more of that tumbled soft white leather. And then we've got the N, which kind of has some nice just stitching work going on, and you know, this nice little subtle detail print on the N. And that is in a light heather gray. As far as the back goes, we're getting a little subtle color of that blue stitching on the back of the collar. More of this just beautiful tumbled leather on the collar here. Pretty unusual to get that much leather, specifically on the collar portion of a sneaker. And you do get that additional padding on the back of your heel as well. One of the things I like about the skateboarding sneaker is like the padding isn't overdone. So it's not something that's going to take too much space in your heel. Your foot can actually slide kind of back in there a bit better. Then we've got Rone branding on the interior in blue and white. And then we've got Rone's branding, which is subtle here as well in gray. And then that same color blocking on the palette for the lateral side of the sneaker. Working our way to the bottom, we've got this aged eggshell color scheme. And then we've got the Endurance branding and some subtle, just nice little gray color schemes here as well with fuel cell. So the fuel cell is a technology that's added in here to really just give you some nice bounce and comfort. And then we've got the nice gray color scheme and blue color scheme on the bottom here with some nice kind of grip. You can feel the texture on here. It kind of has a rigid effect to it, but definitely feels like you can definitely stick to your deck on these. You're not going to really be sliding all over the place. For those of you who are wondering who the brand Rone is by, it is again a footwear brand, and that is from Canadian skateboarder Tony Ferguson. So that is his footwear brand, and really cool that this is Tiago Lemos's signature shoe. All right, so now let's look at all those last and final details and then jump into size and fit. As far as size and fit goes, I would say stick true to size on this one. This typically doesn't have like the oversized tongue that's super padded that you would get on some other skateboarding sneakers. Also, that additional padding that you sometimes get, which can be massive on the back of your heel, is not that thick. So I feel like true to size worked perfectly for me. I do have high arched narrow feet, so do take that into consideration when deciding on what size will work best for you. All right, so now let's talk about how I style this vintage feel kind of lifestyle looking sneaker. For the first, I definitely wanted to dress this up just because I feel like it looks so high end. So I really wanted to bring that to the table. Decided to go with this mini bandeau dress, which was metallic silver. Definitely really dressed up with that one. Then for the second look, I decided to keep it more simple on a more casual kind of vibe. Decided to go off the blue hue of this box. So I went with a blue and white striped short sleeve collared shirt with matching shorts. And for the last and final look, I decided to go with a light kind of blue tone, which matched the box again, for this linen light denim colored blazer with matching pants.
heart attack. Any second now I'll go right back to blaming it all on you somehow. Cause I can't face the truth out loud. You're happier than ever, singing your song, laughing with another. Ha 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 ha. Wanted to forget you so bad that I tried till I couldn't feel the weight on my tongue. I shouted till I couldn't feel the air in my lungs. Wanted to regret you so bad. I was skydiving high, flying, running away. Too scared to admit that I was lying to myself.
All right, so now let's talk about how much these are doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $180, which it is on the higher scale price point wise, but again, you are getting some really high quality materials on this. Some of the nicest I've seen on a skateboarding shoe overall. As far as the resale price goes, these are going between $190 to $275. These were pretty limited, so it kind of makes sense why there is a bit of resale on these. All right, everybody, that is it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us for the first time, thank you so much. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We will catch you on the next episode.
I was lying to myself.